What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. Today we have a matchup of Blue Buggy versus Green Carrot. Playing my really good friend Fred. This is not a tournament. We decided to do a friendly match after the tournament. I'm glad it's not a tournament for reasons we'll see in a bit. But yeah, he's going to start with a tapping 1 for a Wanda Searcher that allows him to search top 5 for a Minx. He's able to grab a Milky, which is a 2K. He could also play that next turn. He's going to tap 1 for another another Wanda, so another Mink Searcher. And yeah, so Carrot's leader ability is she can rest a 5 cost if there's a Mink on board. He's going to grab a Carrot 2K, it looks like, that can potentially find stage or just be a 2K hit. But yeah, he can rest a 5 cost. I'm going to swing 8 life. So I need to be cognizant of playing 5 cost. Another thing I need to be really cognizant of is the 5 cost character Carrot, which can freeze. Keep stunned 7 cost. He's going to tap 3 for stage, which is Zoe, which he can use to rest to get an active Dawn, which he's able to then play Milky. And then Milky can restand a Dawn if you rest it. And then at the end of the turn, Zoe can also restand a Mink, so it restands the Milky. So that's what just happened there. We could have hit a Houndblaze trigger, but we decided to keep that. I'm going to leader effect promo Buggy into Mihawk, but I also forgot to pitch a card. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really sloppy this game, and so I'm forgetting. He's reminding me that I need to pitch a card, so I'm like, hey, let me pitch this card. So yeah. I'm sloppy. I'm making some mistakes, and at one point I'm going to make a mistake that's unforgivable. But yeah, he goes to his 6th Dawn turn. He's going to tap 3 for Tashigi. He's going to use Zoe and Milky to restand 2. So he's at 5. He has 5 Dawn standing. Now he's going to swing 5 life. And normally I would just turn the Mihawk sideways, but I'm going to take because of what he plays down, which is the 5 cost Carrot, which could have kept my Mihawk frozen. Yeah, so we go to our 7 Dawn turn. The idea here is we can leader effect and play the Croc and Mihawk. I have a Houndblaze, so I'm going to tap 2 to play the Houndblaze. I like the idea of bottom decking that Milky. He's going to keep getting a lot of value out of it. I guess now that he has the carry, he'd probably be restanding that. But I also kind of want to bait him to see if he'll turn that Tashigi sideways, because that Tashigi, if a green character were to be removed from the field, you can rest that Tashigi instead. So I kind of wanted to see if we could potentially get him to turn the Tashigi sideways. So we bottom deck the Milky, and then we're going to Croc and Mihawk into... I played on the Buggy at first, but I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I didn't mean to do that, sorry. And just slam down the Alvida, draw 3, trash 2. Trash 1, trash 2. And that Alvida, it can be frozen, or rested, so he can rest it, freeze it. But at this point, I wanted to draw 3, trash 2. We're going to go to 9 Dawn next turn. He's going to immediately leader effect to rest the Alvida. And he has 8 Dawn. He's going to swing 5 with the Wanda with 3 Dawn on it. I'm like, oh, okay. It's going to die or he's frozen anyways. So now he has 5 Dawn standing. And I have to be very cognizant of that Carrot. He's going to swing 5 life. I'll give him a 1K. The reason being is if I turn that Mihawk sideways, he can immediately just freeze it. And depending on the amount of Dawn he has standing too, he has 5 standing Dawn. I don't want to turn the Mihawk sideways because he could freeze it with another Carrot. But we're going to hit a cross-skilled Searcher. Going to grab a 1 cost or a 1K counter Alvida. Now he taps 5 for a Bonnie, and he freezes a Dawn. Here's where I'm just going to make a mistake and essentially cheat. I guess I keep it frozen, but I'm going to play this turn as if I have 9 Dawn. That's my entire thought process. I'm immediately going to tap 4 for an Alvida. But I have 4 Dawn standing, but I think I have 5 because I should have 9 Dawn if one wasn't frozen. So now I'm going to leader ability, tap 5, or to pitch a 2K and play down the 10 cost Buggy. And I'm just going to attempt to bottom deck his Carrot. because I want him at this point. I could bottom deck the Tashigi. Maybe that's a better play. But now I'm going to swing 5 into the Tashigi. It's probably just objectively better, actually, to just bottom deck the Tashigi. I'm going to swing 5 into it, and then if he were to give me counter, I would swing the Croc and Mihawk into it. But now here's where we realize I made a mistake, and there should have been a Frozen Dawn, I believe. Maybe it's right about here. Maybe we haven't realized it yet. There's going to be a point where we realize... I'm thinking about whether to swing 7 life. But yeah, I think right here is where we realize, oh yeah, this is not what should have happened. I said, I don't know how to take this back. Like, you definitely, like, if we were playing in a tournament, I probably would just say you got the win, dude. But we're just playing the game for fun. He said it's no big deal. But I passed it back to him. And he's going to tap 10 for a La and Beppo, which is going to allow him to rest my Buggy and freeze it. And then he's going to become a 7k leader for the turn. He's also restanding Dawn because of Zoe. So now he can swing 7 and freeze the Alvida here. And I'm going to give him 2k, 1k. I could also turn the Mihawk sideways. But yeah. He restands Carrot with leader ability. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to Buggy that turn, I guess. I could have done, I don't know what I would have done differently. Maybe I could have Sables or something like that. But thinking about what to do, have a lot of 2Ks in hand, have a 10 cost. But first, we're going to Sables the Carrot back to his hand. We're going to tap 5 and play the 10 cost Buggy down and bottom deck the La and Beppo. So now the only real threat he has on his board is the 6k power Bonnie. We're going to swing 8 into the 7. He's a 7k leader. So he just needs to give us a 2k. And he gives us a 2k. And we pass. So now, again, he's at 10 Dawn. We have a blocker. If he has a Hody, he probably wins the game. We have 2 cards in hand. I think both of them are 2Ks. He's going to tap 10 for a Doflamingo so he can freeze the 3 things that are on board. And then he's going to be able to restand it Dawn with Zoe and then swing 5, 7 potentially. So we'll block. Now he swings 7 into the Mihawk and we'll give him counter. And then now I would like to have a Buggy so I could bottom deck that Doflamingo, but I don't. So I'm going to swing 12 into the 6. At this point, I kind of have to hope he doesn't have a way to rest this Mihawk. I'm thinking about what to do too with, like, if I want a leader ability Mihawk. I'm going to ultimately decide just to hard cast the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. We'll trash the Searcher event. I kind of wanted to keep the Searcher event, see if I can find a 10 cost Buggy. But I'm just afraid of dying. I need these 2 cards in hand to be 2K. So I'm going to put the rest on and swing, I believe, 9 life. We got him down to 2 life now. He has 1 really threatening swing in the Dofi, but we have 2 blockers. Again, if he has a Hody, he probably just wins. But yeah, he doesn't have the Hody. So yeah, feel relatively okay about surviving the turn. It's whether we can win on the crackback, because I think we're going to have to go for game next turn. Or at least, yeah. It's not looking great. We have 2 blockers. We could potentially keep stalling out. He's going to swing 5 life. We'll give counter. Now he's going to swing 10. He's thinking about what to swing. He's going to swing 10 into the Croc and Mihawk, and we'll give a blocker for that. Mainly just so I can keep protection against like a 9/11 Shanks. He's going to tap 10 for another La and Beppo, and he's going to be able to freeze my Buggy. So that will not restand. And I remembered to do that this time, to not restand something. So now here's where, like, he's got like 6 or 7 cards in hand. I think he's actually at 3 life. I might have said 2. But he's a 7k leader, which is just really like a tough to get over. So I'm going to swing 9 life, and he's going to give me the counter there. It looked like a 2k and a 1k. So now it's like, like I definitely can't kill you this turn, but maybe I can kill that Dofi. So I'm gonna swing the 2. I'm gonna swing 14 into the 10. He only has like 4 cards in hand. It would took like almost an entire hand to counter out. And then I'm just gonna tap 6 and hard cast a Mihawk. Again, a Hody we would just die. We have 2 cards in hand. I believe one of them's a 2k, maybe both. So we're pretty much in a similar spot we were last time. Looks like he's putting 3 down. He's going to swing 8 into the Kraken Mihawk. Think about whether I want to counter. I have 2 2Ks. Could definitely counter out, but I'm thinking maybe I should block. Now I'm like, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I could just give a 2K because he swing 8, so I'll give a 2K. Now he's going to swing 11 into the Kraken Mihawk, and I'll give a counter here. Again, just protection for 9/11 Shanks, not that I necessarily need it. He's going to tap 4 for a Pedro, use Zoe to restand 1, and then tap 4 for another Pedro. So that Pedro is a blocker that can KO a rested 6 cost. It can also rest an active Dawn. So I think I kind of have to go for game here. I'm just thinking about like the math. He's a 5k leader again, so that's okay. He has 3 cards in hand. I kind of need all my swings to go through at this point. The only swing I can't have him counter out of a swing. I guess he's going to block with Pedro. I'm kind of surprised he didn't rest one of my Dawn right here with a Pedro block, but I guess it makes sense because he needs to counter out of 1 swing, and like the 12k swing is going to be. So I'm going to swing I'm going to swing 10 this time. He's going to hit a Garchu trigger that allows him to draw 1. I'm going to swing 10 again. And if he gives me a Pedro blocker, yeah, I think we're going to have game. At this point, he's proccing my removal, and I'm like, I'll give you a card. But then I'm going to swing it again. He's just going to pop that. I'll swing 12 life, and then I'm going to swing 12 life again with the buggies. So, shouts out to my opponent, Fred. Again, I'm glad this was a practice game because the mistake I made was unforgivable of restanding Dawn. He said he was really cool about it. He was like, yeah, I should have reminded you, but ultimately I'm trying to be better. I made this mistake earlier in another game that was a week or 2 ago. And I like playing, I guess, fair. That's the right way to say it. Yeah, technically I cheated. So sorry about that. I swear I didn't mean to do it on purpose. But anyway, shouts out to Fred, really cool guy, helps me cook a bunch of decks. This matchup, again, I think the key is like promo Buggy into Mihawk is great because those characters can't be rested. It's kind of just trying to play around his leader ability. I think Kraken Mihawk into Buggy into Mihawk would be a really strong play because again, he can't rest either of those. And then just being super cognizant of the carrot being able to free 7 costs, not just willingly just giving the Mihawk blocker and allowing it to be frozen. But the Tashigi is also really tough to play around, as always is, but it was manageable this time. Anyways, this is the new list. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you next time.